This week on Taste Utah, we're checking back in with a couple more of our Provo faves and Colton Solberg. Pre-pandemic and earlier this season of Taste Utah, we stopped by the restaurant that started it all, Pizzeria 712. They've been committed to supporting local ag and farmers and getting the perfect wood-fired blistered crust since they opened their doors. Their recipe for incredible wood-fired pizza is simple. Pure ingredients, sourced right, and prepared with love. Then we check back in with CHOM Burger. We featured this burger joint a couple of seasons back. Now, this is the spot where the love of the farm-to-face movement began. Yes, that's right, you can forget the fork. Their burgers are married with fresh produce, fixings, and a side of their 50-50 sweet potato fries. Oh, and don't forget a sinfully decadent shake.
You know, Taste Utah, it's more than a typical food series.
Oh, that's right, James. It's about local flavor, from roots through unique, authentically Utah restaurants.
Oh, absolutely. It's the people, the places that make Utah a dining destination.
We love it because there's so much soil and earth to uncover, but still so many great Utah restaurants to savor.
Well, that's just it. We bring the stories and we spread the love.
The best thing about Utah, the views along the way, they're not bad either.
We're not afraid to get our hands just a little dirty.
Food is a necessity, but it's how we create it and share it and experience it together that really shapes our community.
You always have a seat at our table.
Are you ready to taste Utah? Okay, we are so lucky to be sitting with Colton Solberg. He's sort of the genius and mastermind of Heirloom Group, who owns several different restaurants throughout Provo, and really the staple flagship restaurant that was started that was really the pioneer of, I think, incredible food in Provo and Utah County was Pizzeria 712. And Pizzeria 712 we featured just this season, literally I think January or February. So we should check back in with you, Colton, and see how Pizzeria 712 is doing. Because
yeah, you know, it's interesting. Pizzeria, you know, we're in our 13th year this year.
And Pizzeria is open for lunch and dinner?
We're open for lunch and dinner. In fact, we've actually started to stay open throughout the day. We used to close in between lunch and dinner, and now we stay open throughout. So we open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday.
Utah restaurants, we want to serve our viewers in ways that make them feel comfortable, because what it has always been about and always will be about for restaurants is the guest. We want to give them the experience that they feel comfortable having. So it's great to know that they can still get takeout, but they can also come and sit in with you, and you're following CDC guidelines, sanitizing, and are you encouraging masks or?
So we are, you know, for guests, we are letting guests kind of make the decision for themselves in terms of what they want to be doing. Obviously, once they're in the restaurant and sitting down, they're going to be having their mask off as they eat.
Right.
Obviously, but of course, all of our employees, you know, similarly monitoring health, making sure that, you know, no employee that's showing any signs is coming into work, and then making sure that they're staying safe while they're at work.
The restaurant really is a dining destination, and
Absolutely.
And worth every single delicious mile that goes into traveling to you. So we appreciate you. We're so grateful that you're innovative and that you are elevating what delicious food looks like for Utah. And you guys are just going to have your mouths water while you watch this next segment.
They started as a small 20-seat restaurant. I mean, they have exploded and elevated the cuisine of Utah County.
Exactly.
Can we go get some pizza?
Yes. Let's meet Ryan.
Oh.
Let's meet Colton. Okay.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome to Pizzeria 712.
Oh, we're so excited
Excited to try some awesome food?
Yes.
Always have some great conversation.
Awesome.
Can't wait to sit down and enjoy.
I have a table ready for you if you want to come on over.
You're amazing.
Right this way.
Thank you.
So Ryan, general manager at Pizzeria 712 for 7 years.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great run that you've had with the company.
Right. I think the biggest thing about why I've been here this long is just like for the Valley, heirloom restaurant groups are just the top notch, right?
And they're known for that.
Right, and they're known for being more elevated than average places.
Yeah.
But also in that 7 years, you know, you never stop learning, right? Colton's teaching new techniques. We're having new opportunities to, experiment with new foods. It never gets old, right? It never gets stale.
Because you always have seasonal stuff,
Yep.
this pizza, for example.
So this is our potato spinach pizza with bacon, lardon, and Gruyere cheese.
Bacon lardon, of course.
Lardon, right.
I cannot wait to eat it. I just cannot wait.
And you can't have you can't come to Pizzeria 712 and not get at least some kind of pizza and like your signature meatballs, because that's an amazing menu item as well.
Definitely, most definitely. Everything's made in-house. This is actually a new pizza for this year, so that's another reason why Heirloom is always reinventing themselves. It's not necessarily the same pizzas every time, every year.
And that's what I was curious about, because Pizzeria opened in 2009. Is it the same menu? And what you're saying is no. You've actually...
So we have our basics. So like we always have our short rib. We always have a margarita, which is the classic pizza, right? Our 3 Little Pigs is always on the menu. So we have like 8 pizzas that are standard every month. And then about every 1 or 2 to 3 months, we switch it up with a seasonal. And that's like, what can we source that's seasonal from Snuck Farms? And then ultimately, like, just always kind of making new pizzas. Some of our employees come up with pizzas that are awesome, and we try to give kind of like funny names to, but we're always trying to add at least an app and a pizza every 3 months. It's something different, rotating it through.
And Ryan, why focaccia rather than like a ciabatta bread?
So the biggest, I think the one thing, again, it's like I want people to love our pizza. I want people to come back and be like, I really want that focaccia, right? Like it's something that's made here, it's made fresh every day, and it's not something that you can get everywhere, right? You can't go to, the local grocery store and buy that focaccia specifically.
Like the focaccia, best focaccia.
Right, exactly. We used to, like in the past, we've kind of have played with like crostini and stuff for our charcuterie, but we just find that we really like that bread. It kind of ties it in. You could say these are kind of pizza toppings, and you're making yourself a little, small bite.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. And then you have a great wine menu. You've got some fabulous craft cocktails and...
Right, so our signature cocktail here is the basil limeade. So all of our produce that we have here is sourced from Snuck Farms. I don't know if you guys are aware from there. Paige and Brian are amazing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been partners with them for, I would say 2-3 years in.
Amazing.
They have the best sustainable farm out there in the middle of,
Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove, where
so true.
it's just like it looks like a cul-de-sac, and then there's this big awesome farm.
Do they grow things specifically for you?
They do. All of our stuff is from them.
So like
They'll
this
work with
section
us. Yeah.
is heirloom.
Like just back away.
And we make sure to take our employees down there too. I think it's important to provide that education to be like, this is where this food comes from, right? It's not coming off a big truck. It's nondescript box.
And here's Paige, right here.
And here's Paige, and here's Brian,
Here's
here
Brian.
to tell you, what do you need, educate you on how they do it. It's been really interesting to see the process too, because like any business, you make adjustments, and they over the years have had to make some adjustments, right? Yeah. But nothing touches their basil, which is why we came up with this basil limeade.
Oh, how cool.
So it's their basil, and we just kind of chiffonade that up with some lime. We make this in-house, and it's fresh squeezed limes, sugar and water, right? It's like simple ingredients, but it's super amazing. And I really feel too that like the service up here is different. I really feel like here we really want it to be warm. We want it to be personable. I don't hire just to staff my restaurant, right? I hire personalities. I want specific people that really understand or are into our food, right?
We also get curious about how that bread was made.
Right.
So I want to have a bite of this, and then James, do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
This girl.
She can keep one track line.
You cannot keep Katy out of the kitchen, and I want to come too.
Okay, awesome.
Can we go hang out
you
with
bet.
Colton?
I'll go introduce you guys to Colton and get his take on everything.
Fantastic. Thank you,
Good.
Ryan.
Thanks for coming in, ladies.
Hey, it's Colton.
Hey, how's it
Chef
going?
Colton.
I'm doing great. How you doing today?
Really good. It's just been like a couple years since we got to catch up with you in a kitchen.
I know. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good to see you again.
Last time was Communal, which is an heirloom group property.
Yes.
And now Pizzeria 712, and you're known for your pizzas. We discussed them at the table with Ryan.
Yeah.
But
We dined on them at the table. Like I could not stop.
They're amazing. They really are amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing. But that's not what you're going to make for us.
We're going to do a salad. We'd like to up our salad game. I think this is something that people can do at home.
Love
I think
it.
sometimes for our family dinners, I know sometimes that's one thing that maybe gets not the attention maybe it deserves, and it ends up being a little bit sad and lackluster.
And it was,
Second thought.
Yeah, it was one thing we didn't have at the table.
Yeah.
So it's so fun to know you've got like this great salad game going on.
Yeah.
Here.
I think we do an amazing job. I think the pizzas, of course, are amazing, but we feel like when people come in and they get a couple appetizers, a salad, a pizza to share, that they really round it out nicely.
It is.
Makes
It's
for a
a
great
full meal. And these greens look
These are amazing. So these greens come from Snuck. They bring them to us every week. An amazing hydroponic farm in Pleasant Grove that does all sorts of lettuces and herbs, and they do an amazing job.
What's this mix?
So this is just their salad mix.
Okay.
So it's just it comes to us in whole heads, and we just cut them up. And so there's usually 7 or 8 different varieties in there that we mix up. And it does a beautiful job. I feel like, any good salad starts with a good base, so we start with amazing greens, which we love. And then we also do, we get these amazing apples from All Red Orchards out of Payson.
Oh, beautiful.
And these are the Fuji apples.
Yeah, that looks
okay.
like a Fuji.
And so I like to cut them, I like to leave them
Jimmy knows her
a
apples.
little
I do
bit,
like them. Yeah.
a little bit thicker, because we want them to be, I want a good kind of crunchy. Sometimes
Just a nice
they
bite.
get a little too thin, which can look pretty, but maybe
Not be
isn't
so
as satisfying to kind of, when you're eating
Okay,
it.
so you just throw them right in there.
Throw them right in. We're using a mandolin. You don't have to use a mandolin. People at home maybe don't have a mandolin.
Yeah.
But mandolin is awesome.
They are awesome. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the mandolin. It does an amazing job slicing, but I think most cuts in the kitchen happen from a mandolin.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
okay? I
Gotta
was
be
like,
careful.
well, where's
Yeah.
the hate to
Yeah,
the
so
love?
you gotta be
But
really
it's
careful.
the injury. Okay.
They do a
Yeah.
great job, but yeah, it's easy
But
to cut
getting
yourself.
fennel that
Yeah.
thin.
Yeah.
Got our greens, we got apples, got fennel. We do some diced dates. They kind of add a little bit of sweetness, but also some nice chewiness too that we really like. And then I always like to do just a little bit, everything. We talked about this in the kitchen. Everything needs salt and pepper.
Now, why is that, Colton?
So salt is one of the only things that really bring out flavor. So oftentimes when something doesn't taste delicious, it almost always is just under-seasoned. And so my first thing is always add a little bit of salt, and that brings the flavor out. Awesome, we make an apple vinaigrette. So we use some local Slide Ridge, makes a honey wine vinegar that's awesome.
It
It's
is.
so good.
You,
Yeah.
we concur.
It's so
we
good.
concur.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we make a vinaigrette with that. So
Inside
then
salt,
when
I
I'm
love
putting
it.
the salad in the bowl, I like to
Yes.
try and get, you notice a lot of the good stuff always seems to fall to the bottom.
Yeah.
So I try to get the lettuce in and then try to put the good stuff on top.
Okay.
So
And then we do a little bit
yeah.
of shaved manchego on top.
Oh, yum.
And this is a sheep's cheese,
Yep,
right?
exactly. Yeah, kind of. It's a softer cheese, but it has been aged.
Yeah.
But just
salty,
delicious.
it's-
Yeah.
yeah.
a little
Okay.
bit
Are you
salty.
like 3-month age, 5?
Yeah,
What do you?
It's about 3 months.
3?
Yeah, about
Okay.
3 months age. Yeah. So then it's like, and that's it. It's pretty simple. I think, that's our ethos here at Pizzeria, is that when we have the best and tastiest ingredients, we can cook very simply.
Yeah.
And it tastes amazing because it tastes like what it is. And I think, amazing apples, the honey from the honey wine vinegar from Slide Ridge, great greens. It comes together. It's super simple, but it makes an amazing salad.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We'll get out of your hair, but
Okay.
this was so amazing.
Thank you.
Taste Utah is still bringing you all of the great and delicious information that you need to know about Utah restaurants, but we're checking in with some of our old favorites, restaurants that we've featured in past seasons, and we would be remiss if we missed out on CHOM Burger. So we visited CHOM Burger a couple of weeks ago during our midday news segments on Fridays on ABC4, but we thought we would sit with Colton and just check in and talk about CHOM and see how things are going down in Utah County.
CHOM's doing well. I feel like we've seen it stay really consistent. I think because of its accessibility in terms of it's pretty easy to do takeout. It's done really well throughout this time.
Well, and you do this sort of grubby fast food style quick service vibe with a very, very refined edge to it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, and so it's great to see that it's coming across.
Obviously, as consumers, we're walking in with our masks on, and then sitting down and enjoying food. Is that sort of still the vibe?
Yeah, still that. Still employees are still wearing masks. We're still making sure that we're monitoring employees' health, and so still making sure we're taking all those precautions, so that we can keep customers and employees safe.
What's your favorite thing on the CHOM menu right now?
I'm a sucker for the barbecue bacon cheeseburger. It's one we've had on the whole time. It's got the fried onions on it, it's certainly one of our top sellers.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna really, really enjoy this treat of seeing CHOM and being reintroduced to this fantastic menu: burgers, fries, milkshakes, but super, super elevated. Colton, thank you so much.
Thanks, Katy.
Grant.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Did we catch you in the middle of a deep fry?
You sure did.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got some food for you.
Yeah. Well, should we go take a seat, talk all things CHOM Burger?
That sounds great to me.
Awesome.
We'll get into your head. Grant, in between flipping these outrageous burgers, deep frying the fries, and super fresh salads, you have time to sit down with us. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for being here.
Walk us through all the options we have.
All right, so we'll start over here. This is our beet salad. It's got blue cheese, candied walnuts that we candy fresh here. That right there is the house vinaigrette based with red wine. Over here, we have the 50-50 fries. So it's a mix of regular fries and sweet potato fries. We offer
Love that.
regular or sweet potato, or if you want both, you can go for both.
We're all getting along.
Over here, we have the veggie burger. We like to have a lot of options for people who don't eat meat or might be gluten-free, so we have gluten-free bun. This right here is the barbecue bacon. This is the staple to CHOM, our most popular burger. So this is like the go-to burger.
What do we got going on in there?
So here we got our burger patty, we got some cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce, some thick bacon, and our house-made crispy fried onions. Okay, so this right here is my personal favorite. This is the green chili avocado. So we got our CHOM sauce. It's staple for every burger. We got lettuce, the burger patty, pepper jack cheese, some roasted green chilies that we get from Firebird Chili Company in Salt Lake.
Love it. The hat
Awesome. And then our house-made guac on top. It's 1/3 brisket, 1/3 short rib, and 1/3 ground chuck.
Short rib going in the actual patty itself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's a meaty patty. Even though it's a burger that typically would just be kind of like that greasy, tasty burger, we want to try and balance it out and provide fresh ingredients and also healthy ingredients.
It's a burger joint. You want to feed people, but it seems like you're also aware of Provo history and where you've come from and kind of paying homage to that, which is really cool because you have this amazing wood paneled wall across from us that has a little secret door on it, shall we say. Yeah, talk to us a little about that.
Yeah, so the secret door is kind of to pay homage to the people who were here before us. It was Diego's very great Mexican restaurant. And they had an amazing mural on the wall. And so it was something that we couldn't get rid of. So we put some wood paneling up, and there's a panel with a hinge that you can open up, and it's kind of just a portal to the past. So it's exciting for us to.
We got to check that out.
Yeah.
This has just been such an amazing conversation. We feel so knowledgeable about the menu and the food and the whole experience at CHOM, but we would love to dive headfirst into that kitchen because we know the waters back there are deep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Grant, it's not every day we get to be back in the kitchen at CHOM, right in front of this hot grill.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna make another CHOM favorite, right?
Yes. I would say this is probably the employee favorite. It's blue bacon CHOM.
Love it.
All right, so we're gonna start with our burger patty. So we get, so this is 1/4 ounce. We get it from Fulton Farms from Portland.
So we've got the man, the legend, Colton Solberg at the helm of CHOM.
Yes.
He's all about kitchen, ingredients, and letting really incredible, pure ingredients draw in community.
We get our bacon from Daly's in Salt Lake. We get our buns from Shirley's in Provo. I mean, every possible route we can get locally, he will take. And the biggest emphasis in him opening this restaurant was to provide something as high quality as possible, but that's accessible to the everyday person.
I love that.
And he's nailed it on the head here. I mean, with the patty coming from Portland, we just wanted to find the best possible patty.
Yes.
And it happened to come from there. But everything that builds the burger comes from the community.
I love it.
So the bun's toasting, we flip the burger, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our blue cheese on there and let that kind of start building a layer up on there. So next, we're gonna go ahead and put the bacon on there. We'll check our bun, it's looking nice and toasted. Every burger here is gonna get CHOM sauce. That's number one.
That's the
Settle
CHOM.
down.
Yeah.
Put it on. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get some lettuce, a little tomato action. So right here we have our house blue cheese dressing.
Oh, that's sexy.
So I think this is looking ready to come off the grill.
It's singing to you in the ways that you know.
You hear that crackling, and so we'll go ahead and just slide that on there. Now to me, this is the most important part of the burger.
We're gonna just.
I call this the finesse.
Oh,
We want the burger to be picture worthy every time it comes out
It's
of here.
like a top hat.
the stack or the wall right there that makes us so proud.
Let's give it a nice little touch
You're
in
not
the
putting
sleeve.
it in a box, you're not putting a toothpick on it, you're just letting the sleeve let it do its thing.
We're gonna
Like
put it in the
that.
sleeve.
Yeah.
We're gonna let it sit open so you can see every layer of it and really kind of understand what you're getting into.
Grant, this experience at CHOM Burger is unexpected, it's phenomenal. The way you are adhering to sourcing quality ingredients under the tutelage of Colton, who is one of the greatest guys in the Provo area. It's just really inspiring, and we are so appreciative that you've taken the time to allow us to get our CHOM on. This might be the first time, but it's definitely not the last.
All right, well,
So
CHOM on,
cheers.
guys.
Thank you.
Pick that up. Hey, Jared.
Hi.
Hey, we just thought we'd crash your table.
Right now I have the barbecue bacon burger from CHOM. And for drinks I got a Coke and chocolate shake here.
Oh, they're like peas and carrots. They go hand in hand, yeah?
Definitely do.
How much do you like the shakes?
Well, the shakes they're really great. You can really taste the ice cream, especially since not a lot of places here use a lot of like real ingredients for the ice cream. And you definitely can tell that it's real ice cream in there.
I'm eyeing your fries, but I won't take any. I've already had my fill.
They're really, really great fries. I love them. Really crispy, and then when you do chew them, you can tell like they're soft on the inside. Just how a fry should be.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you finish and enjoy the burger and fries and shake.
We'll go get you some CHOM sauce.
All right.